and it wasn't actually dense. And I was also scared that I was growing bald patches somewhere under the hair that I couldn't see because it was so long. So I finally did it. I finally just pulled the plunge and cut my hair really short. So how short did I cut it? Well, we are gonna check it out in a few moments. First off, I want to just give a little background story for all those new followers I've gained. So to sum it up shortly, when I was about 17 or 18 years old, I started doing steroids, I started bodybuilding, and by the time that I was about 28 years old, I went on a vacation. And up to that vacation, I had some troubles with my hair when I was going to style it and stuff, and I thought it was acting up a little bit weird. So I went on the vacation, looking good, body's on point, everything's looking good, except when I got the pictures back from the vacation. Now, when we checked it out on the cell phone, I didn't notice, but when we finally got some of the pictures from the GoPro camera, I saw it with dread. Like, I finally noticed that my problem wasn't that I was having a bad hair day or my hair was acting up. The problem was that, as you can see in this picture, I had more skin showing on my head than I had hair going on. And I was horrified and I was so sad about it. Now, that was the price for doing stuff like trenbolone and other kinds of harsh anabolics and without knowing what I was doing. So I did look great, like doing tren is awesome. But the only problem is that you are going to lose your hair at some point, and I did, and I only noticed when it was way too late. If you have seen some of Derek's videos on More Plates, More Dates, he also states that the only thing he wanted to change, if he could, about his first cycles is he would inform himself that there's a limited amount of hard cycles you can do before you start losing too much hair. Now, I figured that out when it was way too late. That's when I've been doing steroids for 10 years. Then I started reducing the steroids and learning about RU58841, microneedling, androgens, how they work and stuff like that. And this is then 4 years later. I am still doing testosterone. Currently, I just started a T-bol/VAR/testosterone cycle because I lost a lot of mass since I had a back injury. I couldn't train for 3 months. That's another story. But at the end of the day, I had grown my hair out super long. And that was because of two things. First thing is I wanted to see how it looked. That's the first point. The second thing was that at some point it got so long that I wasn't sure if my hair looked dense and full because I had so much hair going on and it wasn't actually dense. And I was also scared that I was growing bald patches somewhere under the hair that I couldn't see because it was so long. So why didn't I cut it short to check? Well, it's the same thing when you go out one night with the guys, anything like that, and the next morning you just avoid checking the bank counter. And this is because, well, as we all would know, we know that we probably messed up the night before and we don't want to see how bad we messed up. Same thing goes for my hairline. Like, I was pretty sure that I was balding even further from the picture, and I was just covering it all up with the long hair. So I didn't want to check it out. I didn't want to get a short haircut because I was sure that I had a massive bald spot going on somewhere that I couldn't see because of all the long hair. Finally, today I decided to go to my barber and just tell him, bro, we gotta cut it all off, man. And he was actually a bit shocked, but finally we decided to cut it super short. And I'm not gonna just hold on forever without showing you guys this because I know you're all interested. So I'm just gonna show it off first. And this is what was lying underneath when we cut my hair short. And as you can see, it is short. There's not a lot of hair going on here. But as you can see, this compared to the picture we saw before is looking way denser than before. I am so happy that I finally did it. I'm so happy because now I actually know that what I'm doing is working to some extent. I'm not sure which part did work best, but in the end we have two pictures 4 years apart. Now 4 years is a long time, but I also have to state that when I started out, I was in a really bad state. Like I never assumed that I would end up just having this kind of hair on my head again. So guys, that's more or less all I have for you. Like, if you are interested in gaining some hair back, if you have been doing steroids, you don't have to tell anything. But if you have been doing steroids and if you're worried because you actually look like I did on the picture over there, well, rest assured, some of you might be lucky. I might have just been lucky. This might be something that's possible for anyone. I don't know. The only thing I can do is share my own personal story. And if any one of you guys have experienced something similar to this, like anything, please share below, you know, comment, like, subscribe, the whole thing. Just share with the other guys, because I didn't know this was possible, and maybe some other guys out there doesn't know that it's possible either. But I will say the main things I did was starting my hair treatment protocols and reducing the steroids a lot. Guys, I don't have anything else to say today. Without further ado, until next time, cheers.